Hello everybody, my name is Micah and today we're gonna try and make the perfect plushie. Oh, remember Jesper? Well, he was my first attempt at the perfect plushie, but the hug feel was a little off. Just not as full as I wanted it to be. So today, we're here for round 2. Now, last month when I made Stitch, I realized that he had the perfect hug feel, but he wasn't quite the perfect plush because of his big ears and dark color palette. The ears were so big that they just kind of got in the way, and my perfect plushie needs to feel like a sunny day or twinkle Christmas lights. Today, we're gonna try and make the perfect plush by making a pastel foraging white tree frog. Now, while the design time lapse is going, I have something really important to tell you all. This is not something you want to skip because it's going to affect everything I do from now on and has some time-sensitive information for you all. See, recently I realized that I have been focusing way too much on my fan art. I felt like it was the only way to get my work seen and that people only really liked me because of my fan art. So I felt like I had to keep doing it. But now I've decided I'm going to focus on my designs first and fan art second. The people who like my original work also seem to be people who like me for me, not just some fan art plushie I made. They're not just hanging around waiting for the next giveaway of a fan art piece. They're here because they like me and my work. And that's the community that I want to build. That being said, there is another bonus to me focusing on my original designs, which is that I can actually sell them. Meaning the plush we make today, if it's not my perfect plush, could be your perfect plush. In fact, I'm recording this in the future. I know it could be your perfect plush because it's up on my shop right now. Now, this is the one time I will encourage you all to pause a video early, leave, and then come back. It is very important that you do come back to this video. If you saw the thumbnail and you're seeing the design and you have any interest in getting this plushie, I encourage you to go over to my shop right now. This is a one of a kind, and I don't want anyone missing out solely because they didn't want to pause the video. So pause the video, check out my Etsy shop, and then come back once you're done there. And if they're gone already, then they're just gone. Unfortunately, that's how it goes when you have handmade things like this. It takes so long to make just one of them that you can only really make one of them. But if they are gone, don't worry, I have plenty of other plushies on my shop for you to check out, and there should be more coming soon as I do more of these videos. With all that said and the time lapse done, let's head on over to the desk. Okay, day 1 of making the perfect plush, or at least trying to make the perfect plush. We have a prototype. Yes, this is Stitch's prototype, just with the head unstuffed. I only prototyped the head this time because the rest of the body stays pretty much exactly the same. The only stuff I'm really changing are the fingers and toes, and those should not be very complicated to change. The only thing that is not quite right about this prototype are the eyes. They are currently kind of straight across, if not kind of tilted down at the ends, kind of like my eyes. And my eyes are sad eyes. So currently this prototype looks kind of like a sad old man frog, which is not what I want. So in the final one, I am going to be tilting the eyes a little bit, hopefully so that they look a little bit happier and a little less old. But if they look old in the end, they look old. Who cares? Everybody loves an old frog. But now, let's get to work. We have to start out by cutting out our pieces. Off you go! All right, with our first round of stuff being... Oh, I forgot to start the timer. I don't know how long that was. Okay. Probably not more than like 10 minutes. This is a pretty common occurrence. It always evens out eventually. Either because I forget to stop the timer at a different point, or because I manually went through and looked at my video timestamps and adjusted it from there. But I am not good with timers. But don't worry though, the big reveal at the end is accurate. I always go through and double check my times. Now, back to the project. Ooh, love. It's so fun. I can't play with it. I have to throw it away. But I love it. Okay, because I'm avoiding doing the embroidery, we're gonna do everything we can do here before the eyes need to be done. That's future Micah's problem. Current Micah is gonna go sew these arms. just one more round of sewing and then I have to do the eyes. Okay, but it's fine. We're doing this first. Okay, that, did not take very long. Why is the sun so bright? Can you, like, dim it a little bit? But this didn't take very long, and now I have to do the eyes, and I don't want to do it. The embroidery machine is scary, okay? This happens every project. I have to embroider something, I'm like, it's scary. I don't want it. Sometimes it's because I'm scared of messing something up, but other times, like this time, where it's really, like, this isn't that huge of a piece of fabric, I could cut this out again and redo it. It's just because it's scary. Even right now, I'm just like, I'm sitting camera on. I'm like, I can't start embroidering yet. I'm still recording something. I have more to say. What do I have to say? That I don't want to do the embroidery. Okay, fine, I'll go do it. Okay, I was just setting up the embroidery machine and I realized something bad. This is my only black embroidery thread. Does that look like enough to embroider 2 eyeballs to you? Let me answer that for you. No. No, it is not. Which means I have to do something different. And I hate doing different things spontaneously. I need to use a different color to embroider these eyes. So I guess let's take a look at that. Okay, there's not really a good match for like a darker version of this color, but there is this, which is almost black, like a really, 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 really dark brown. So I could use this and it might work. Honestly, a lot of these could work and they might look fine. I'm just so used to it being black eyes that like even the idea of going with a super dark brown feels like blasphemy. But I gotta try something, and I guess it's gonna have to be this. Okay, not bad. It's actually giving me mint chocolate chip vibes right now, which was not my intention, but can be cute too. Now, let's quick make another one. And now we have 2. Let's get these cut out. Okay, I mean, they look a little weird right now, but I don't think they'll look weird once they're on the head. That's because when I did the prototype, it didn't look weird like this, and then once it was on the head, it did look weird. So let's get these mint chocolate chip eyes onto our mint chocolate chip frog. Just kidding, it's not actually mint chocolate chip. All right, it's time to get these eyes on the head and then the head on the body. Okay, I'm getting very excited about this project because it is going quickly. Like, so quick, I feel like I could maybe get it done today. Like a 1-day project, which is like mind-blowing insane. That doesn't happen. Something like this takes at least 2 days, like minimum. But here we are, the body almost done. Well, not almost done, but we're getting to that point in the project where I feel like we're almost done. Are we actually? No, probably not. But like, we are getting there. Now, of course, there's still stuffing, hand sewing, and leaving him sit on the desk to finish baking. See my last video to understand that point. And we still need to make them an accessory. Accessories. Not something I typically give the plushies on my shop because it usually cranks the price way too high. But this project has been going so quickly that I think we can do this without that problem. So we're gonna be making this cutie a bag to put all their little forage in. A little satchel, if you will, for collecting foraged plants, cool rocks, and the bestest of all shinies. In fact, I already took the liberty of picking a few foraged plants myself to stick in there. Now our little froggy friend will have plenty of forage when they get to their forever home. But now we have to actually put the bag together. As my disembodied hands do that, I want to remind you all of my Patreon. If you enjoy my work, this is one of the best places to show it. You'll get plenty of awesome benefits, including insider knowledge on any future project, plushie or otherwise. My patrons will know what I mean. And of course, the best money-free way of supporting my work would be to press all those buttons below. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and even just watching the video all the way through all help a ton. And maybe YouTube will take notice and decide to throw me a few ad pennies. And now that the bag is all done, we can head back over to the desk. Alright, now we can get the head sewn together. And after that, the arms. You know what time it is? It's time for my super secret competition technique! Well done! Now we have to pin up the sides, the back, and the crotch. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. The tag, guys! I didn't put a tag in! At least I didn't sew the sides yet. Okay, I was about to start sewing the frog, but then I was like, oh my gosh. It's already looking so cute. And this, as you already know, is meant to go on my shop. I'm not making this for me, I'm making this for you. But like, oh my gosh, it's looking so cute already. I want it. But no, this one's not for me. I am on the quest to make the perfect plushie, but this is just a stepping stone on the path. So they're adorable, and I love them, and I will be very sad when I have to ship them out. But for now, I have to keep going, even though I'm starting to feel like I want to keep it. I can't keep it. I cannot keep it. But I love it. Now it's time to turn them right side too. So cute. And he'll be much cuter once he's stuffed, which I might leave for tomorrow. I've been doing a lot of work today, not just on this, and I'm getting tired. I know I'm cutting this day short right before the best part, the stuffing, but I need a break. So I'm gonna hand you off to Standing Micah, and then we'll get back to stuffing this guy. Moving on to day 2 of this project, we have a few things to get done. We have to stuff and close our little froggy friend. Technically, I made the bag on this day. I just showed it to you out of order. And I'm also making a couple mini frog buddy plushies to go on the shop too. I realize not everybody can afford a big handmade weighted plushie like this one. So the little guys will go on the shop for a lower price point plushie. Of course, all handmade plushies are gonna cost more than a store-bought plushie, regardless of size. But I'm hoping these little frogs will make my work a little bit more accessible as the non-essential plushies they are. Now let's head back over to the desk. A couple minutes is plenty of time to take a nap. Alright, chop my guts, time to get back to work. Okay, the fingers and toes are all stuffed, and I kind of love it. I love how squishy they are. Now, real quick before the best part of the video, we need to stuff the head and check for mistakes. Okay, the head is not even fully stuffed, and there is a problem. This is the problem right here. I'm gonna unstuff the head, fix this, and then I'll come back when it's fully stuffed again. Okay, we are back with a fully fixed frog head. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, it's bean time. Bead time with a D. Okay, they're all stuffed. Now we have to do the single bit of hand sewing, which is closing up the back. I only have a teeny tiny bit of this light green thread, so I saved it for this in particular. This would not have been enough to sew this entire plushie. real quick before the big reveal, I want to say a huge thank you to my Pixie tier and above patrons. You all are so awesome and I can't wait to share all my devious project plans with you. These guys are the reasons I can even make these videos in the first place. But now, it's time for the Glamour Shots. Hey, we made it through another project. This one took a mere 6 hours and 15 minutes. Not including our Froggy Buddy plushies, of course. That is much less time than my last project using this base pattern. And as much as I love this little guy, I think I still have a bit more to figure out to make the perfect plushie. So while they may not be my perfect plushie, they could be yours. If you'd like to adopt this cutie or one of their mini frog friends, head on over to my So Micah Etsy shop to see if they're still there. They are one of a kind, so the chances are low but not zero. At least as of this upload, that is. And hey, you might just find something you can't leave there without. And if you liked this video, I highly recommend the videos over on the right. The one on the top is my first ever attempt at the perfect plushie, Jesper the Bat. It's a good one for sure.